Thank you so much, Rob, for that wonderful presentation. And I think health is a very, very important area for games to focus on. And your talk really touched upon some very significant processes and findings and ideas. Thank you so much. Now, moving from serious play, serious business to the corporate and the workplace and the use of AI in gamification. Over to you, Priya. Priya Thiagarajan is the VP for Capability Development at Firstsource and also a very dear friend of mine. Welcome, Priya.
Someone still at the iPad?
Can you? Yeah. These are the clickers, right? The top. Okay. Hi, good evening. Can you hear me? Is this working? No? Okay. All right. After those couple of presentations, my presentation is very prosaic, I think. It's very mundane. But I would like to talk about what I have been working on for the past now almost 8-9 years. I work for the business process management industry, if you know the BPM, BPO kind of industry, where life is very, very different. I will talk about it. And in this life, we have also discovered the reasons for gamifying, the meaning for playing games in this industry. So just to give you an idea of what we do, it usually takes about 5 minutes for me to explain what I do. So as I said, I work for the BPM industry, and my team design learning experiences for our frontline. When I say frontline, these are the call center agents, the back office agents, the people you chat with. I work for a company which is one of the fastest growing BPMs in the world, and around the world, if you are a cable TV consumer or a phone consumer, and you have a health insurance and you're calling somebody, or for a claim, chances are you are talking to somebody who works for my organization. And what is different here is that Firstsource and the BPM industry is a very large industry, and you'll know that we are one of the mid-sized companies that are much larger companies. When we are trying to design learning experiences for them, my our challenges are, one is the audience, the size of the sheer size of the audience, right? In my organization, we have about 20,000 people, right? 20,000 frontline people, and they all are not doing the same jobs, right? They are doing about 1,000 different jobs, because they serve different clients, different processes within the same clients, etc. So it is extremely complex that way. To come up with one unified experience is a complete impossibility in our industry. The second is the subject itself. I would call it I'm calling it serious, but you can even call it boring. Because processing a claim using some of the old-fashioned medical software is which still has DOS interfaces. If you know, the American medical systems still use DOS. There is no UI, right? So they are using that day in and day out. They are supposed to process 80 to 100 claims a day, right? And if you're a call center agent, you're taking about 100 calls a day, and you have to have all the and the standard operating procedures run to 120 pages, 200 pages, etc. So this is the content, and if you are again in some of our complex places, you're actually navigating in between almost up to 18-20 softwares. I have to look for this information on this software, go to something else and look for something else. So it is complex, right? And hence training is also very complex. It could be anywhere between 2 weeks to it goes all the way up to three months or even 6 months. So this is where we are looking at, and so this is how do we make this engaging is the biggest question we have. Not only engaging, how do you make it memorable? How do you make people remember all this very complex, very very difficult things, and make them perform? Because we in the BPM industry, as in many other corporates, the measure is how well people are performing, right? Are they meeting all the SLAs? Are they confident? Are they empathetic while talking to a customer, as well as know what their product? So there are a lot of complex measures there. And also this industry is also hamstrung by the fact that technology is very slow, especially in training, because there is a whole bunch of compliance, information security issues, etc. So while I'm talking about AI, I've actually struggled for about a year to get AI through in one of my customers, because it had to go through their AI council. The corporates have separate AI council, not just IT. They have an AI council because it's a new thing, right? And they have to look at all the ramifications of AI, of putting data on the cloud, or whether letting the system learn data about there is protected health information, personally identified information, etc. So those are all the things that have been headwinds here to make learning experience. But on the other hand, we also have our learners who are saying all these things. This is out of a focus group we did, and people are saying all these things. My learning experience is very complicated. As soon as I learn something, I'm moving on to something else. I don't think I'm going to perform. We have something called toll gate test. If it is a 2-week training, every 4th day you get a test. We have people just leaving, just disappearing after the 4th day. They're saying that I can't do this. This is too difficult for me to do, and I'm stressed, I'm overwhelmed. And we in BPM, I don't know if anybody's from BPM industry, we have a term called job shock. You go through the training, you join the day of work, and they say, oh my God, I didn't sign up for this, and we do have attrition at the beginning of the moment they finish training. They go on to what we call the on-the-job training. We do have very high attrition. People do leave, and some of them don't even inform us; they just disappear. So these are the emotions that we are hearing from our people, saying that it is difficult, and can you do something for us, right? So we have been in the last in Firstsource. I've been doing this for the last 3 years. Before that, in other organizations also. It's a process. It doesn't happen overnight, but we have been trying to. Sorry, this one is confusing me. Okay, so what we have been trying to do in the last 3 years is, can we transform this learning experience? Is there a way out of this? And that is where gamification is my front thing that goes in my army. That's my cavalry that goes in front, saying that hey, we can make learning. This is fun. You don't stress about things. You can make it into. We can break it down in smaller pieces for you. You don't have to learn everything. You can play a game, learning this. Play a simulation, play a game, understand how it is to be done. You will move forward when you're confident, and even while you go on your on the job, you still have some learning that is available to you. There is performance support available to you. There's no need to learn everything. So these are some of the things we have done in the last 3 years. So we have leveraged a lot of technology, in the sense that we have used a lot of AI tools. Right now we are using 2 or 3 AI co-pilots for this, and of course we do the rapid development tools that everybody is using. Other than AI, we are very regular tech. And of course, we have done everything. I've gone from podcast based learning, that I know I could just make a 5-minute video and push it every week, and during the team huddles. From that, we have done entire curriculums that have been gamified. We have brought in simulations. We have nano learning, social learning. We are using SAP Jam as a platform to discuss learning, all those kind of things. And knowledge management. So we are saying, okay, you don't have to remember everything. We'll put it all on knowledge management portal. It is, query it and do it from there. So these are some of the things we are doing. And we are also saying that, hey, you can build a career here. You don't have to, it's just not a job. You start with it, and then we'll give you academies, certifications to go forward. So these are a lot of things that we do to bridge this gap between these high complex environment of training to to making learning a lot more palatable and performance. And we have seen some successes in this. One is, we have not just with training but with a lot of other things, we have been able to impact attrition. That is, people leaving job shock we have been able to significantly reduce in the last 1.5 years, because we are doing something very focused. And we have better confidence. One of our measures is something we called speed to competence. It is how confident is the person after learning can do their jobs. So we have seen that 25% up to 25% improvement in that, with just these kind of things. So here's this is a quick look at what we do. Okay, I need to launch. Can somebody help me? This is I need to play it off a video. Yeah. No, it's on a website. Pardon me?
It's not in the presentation, right?
No,
Okay.
I think
Oops.
this one is not loading it.
There is no internet connection here.
I hotspotted my.
Yeah, okay, one second.
Yeah, it came on.
Okay.
Yeah.
In
Once again, I'll just go over there. Then you can play this.
It's not showing on.
Yeah, that's what. I'll just go there and just a space bar. It will come back.
Sorry. Uh, no, it's playing off a website. Uh, it's playing here. It's not showing.
Oh. Oh. Yes, one second. Now it's.
Yeah.
You can play. Yeah. Yes.
in the business process
Yes.
management space, learning is only as good as the results. At Firstsource, our capability development initiatives have brought in change in revenue, accuracy, and speed to competence. So how do we do what we do? We start with the belief that learning must happen through the employee life cycle, and that it must be conveyed in the context of real-life scenarios. For this, we use personas as examples. With a Gen Z learning audience, it is no surprise that we use games extensively. Here are some examples. We also use storytelling to create engaging learning modules. When our customers finish talking to us, we want them to feel that they have been taken care of. For that, we have created a new customer experience framework that addresses the 4 key aspects of customer interaction. Using AI, we have also been able to reduce our development time. We are now able to bring our learners up to speed faster. Our academies provide upskilling across domains and aid talent seeding. Our learners endorse us as
I
well.
hope that everyone else can enjoy it as much as I did. Thanks.
The way of setting gamification to school is really awesome. Thank you, Dean.
I'm looking forward for more games and activities. Thank you.
The CapDev Content Center of Excellence, your digital learning partner.
So when we talk about games, this is all developed in house. I don't have a big team. We use people have learned how to make games in the last 3 years with me to create these games. So what I have learned in the past 3 years while creating these games is that while I think about Octalysis and other models of creating games, what are the payoffs. here the experience is that anything that is fun, there's a story in it, there's something I can talk to my friends about, I can it breaks the monotony of what I'm learning, is very very interesting and engaging for my learners, right? And most of them are in the 20 to 25, sometimes they go up to 30 years old, so that's the age group you're talking about. So so my focus is on creating engagement, and making learning a lot more easy, and reduce the stress of learning. So that's what we do. I have one more video. Say,
Is this one?
yeah, you can click on it.
Okay.
So this game that the game that you're going to see is one that we specifically created for a training. As you know, this is working.
Yeah. Little bit.
As the biggest challenge we have is people from India, servicing
Test your
people.
knowledge like never before. Welcome to the Amicus Hunt, a quest designed to test your knowledge of Germany and its rich culture.
Can you pause it for a minute?
1 second.
Turn into Ultra, a forest spirit, and start your quest for the amethyst treasure in the legendary Black Forest of Germany. Navigate through four enchanting forests, each inspired by a classic fairy tale.
This is in
Encounter challenging riddles delivered by Wolfie, shape-shifting forest fairy.
it's okay, right?
Yeah.
Answer the riddles correctly to rescue iconic fairy tale characters and collect the keys needed to unlock the amethyst treasure. But beware, incorrect answers will send you back. And only those with enough points can progress to unlock the treasure. There is more. Collect valuable mysteries and diamonds.
So
Gold coins that will enrich your journey. So, are you ready to explore the mysteries of the Black Forest and find the amethyst treasure?
the context of this game was, we were training a bunch of people in India, in Hyderabad actually, to service customers in Germany. And they have to talk to them as in a way that is culturally appropriate, etc. So they go through like a 4-day training for cultural acclimatization in with Germany. So at the end of it, was this game was created. Sure. Where they basically understand German culture, about what are the different cities, what are what some of the festivals, what are the Bundesliga and all those kind of things. They learn about all that, because after the training they're supposed to start taking conversing with customers in Germany, there where again AI is used, where customers talk in German, it gets translated into English, our agents chat in English, that gets translated into German, so that's kind of interfaces are all happening. So that this was created, and again this was this process is doing very well actually. After the initial usual teething troubles, this process is doing well. And if you are in the BPM industry, you'll be surprised at how this can happen. It's like magic when something that sounds very impossible happens, with the right amount of training, the right amount of learning experiences, that can be delivered. That's part of it, but my title also said AI. So I just wanted to take about 3-4 minutes on talking about the AI part of how we are working on. So right now we are using AI in almost all parts of our business, because we are very, very bullish about AI at Firstsource. But my team right now uses AI in these areas. We are using AI co-pilots, which kind of in the area of sense making. Like we have a AI co-pilot which where you can feed in any document. It could be any type of document. It kind of extracts the text, and it actually then can give you some question answers, some game ideas, some training structures, etc. And it does it about 5 seconds. It's crazy how quickly it can do. Yes, AI still hallucinates, because if you keep giving it document, it doesn't understand. It starts putting its own content. But having said that, this has really revolutionized the way we are doing instructional design and learning content in the last 1 year. Because it kind of has crunched my actual content development by almost 40%. Because I deal mainly in domain training, of which I am not an expert. I don't know healthcare, I don't know banking. So I need a lot of SME support to understand what that content is. This tool is helping me with that. This kind of crunches it. Otherwise, I would spend a week talking to the SMEs, understanding what the subject matter experts about it. But now it just takes me about a day to create something, and then I can throw it to the SMEs, and they get back. They can react. So this has really crunched how quickly I can do content. We have been using, as I said, it also helps us create the ID frameworks, so videos. It's instructional design chat GPT. That's how it works. It's not an AI, it's a LLM, it's a large language model, but that's how it is working. Of course, I've used Synthesia, and there's a homegrown tool called rephrase.ai. I don't know if some of you remember, 2 years ago there was an ad with Shah Rukh Khan for Cadbury's, where they said Shah Rukh Khan can come and represent your store. And this is what Cadbury's told all their franchisees. That was done by this tool called Reface AI, which kind of creates clones like Synthesia's does. I can talk into that for 30 minutes, and then it figures me out, and later you feed me with whatever script, and I can tell anything. So we have used that. Some of the videos, live action mascots you saw was created by that. So we use those kind of tools for content creation. And we are very extensively using AI coach. I don't know whether some of you have heard of a tool called Generate. Generate is one of the tools. There are many tools available out there in the market. It creates, what it does is you can actually give a call scenario. Like I know somebody is calling saying that, hey, my bill is I'm using this internet package and my bill is too high. What do I do with it? And you have certain ways of figuring out how to make I can't pay this bill. So the agent has to say, hey, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? And I can give you this discount, etc. So that scenario, you feed it into it, it actually creates a simulation where the agent then can speak into it. The AI will talk like the customer, will clone the customer, and the agent can talk to it, and then after that it actually measures, like, where did you open the call well, did you show enough empathy, did you close the call, and it gives like really very elaborate feedback on the kind of feedback that we have never seen before. It kind of gives a lot of graphical data analysis feedback it gives, which we have used. So this tool we have used very extensively. We are using right now. Very, very useful in training people, and it is gamified, right? Because you get feedback, you get scores, you can better go and play it again and better your scores. So those are some of the areas, again, we are using AI in it. So these are a lot of areas that we are using AI. In the last 1 year, it has really exploded. And a lot of questions about what next, what about humans, where are the humans in the loop, etc. So as far as I am seeing, AI is coming down the pike, right? Like there's no moving away from it. It is there. But what I'm hearing is that AI basically people like me, because I don't, I have 20,000 users to serve, but I have only a 10-member team. I don't have enough hands, and there's not enough time in the world to create content and learning for all these people. So all the grunt work, all the kind of things that I need to cover, AI will help. Whereas the humans need to go for higher order skills, because I'm already hearing that decision making, analysis, even in call center, even in things, people need to be, our agents need to, when people are unhappy, I come here, I know I am a vulnerable customer, I can't pay my home loan thing. So how do I help this person? Do I help, or I say no, we will, we will, you'll have to pay the penalty or whatever. So how do you make those calls while on a call? Those kind of skills are what we are going to train people for. That's a skill where we are moving towards. Of course, personalized learning platforms. Right now, I'm taught this AI coach that I talked about, the Zenrate, is extremely personalized. Like how I play is very different from how Manisha will play, and so each of us will get very specific feedback, so the facilitator can come and have specific conversations with us. So that's how it is revolutionizing it today for us. Very personalized, very individualized experiences, and of course, user-generated content is something. It's my holy grail. I'm still not gotten there, but we are getting people to create content that is can be used by others. But if the e-commerce industry can do it, I think the e-learning industry can also do it. So those are some of the trends I see in AI and in learning. But I don't see gamification going away. Because gamification will continue. We are looking at gamification platforms. You must have heard of Centrical as a platform which kind of gamifies everything in your life. So we are looking at all those kind of tools as well. Because if you have an young audience and the stress of learning is too much, this is the main thing for us to make things more easy. So that's it from me. Any questions? Happy to. All right. Sure.
The numbers you showed about the effect of gamification are super impressive. It really helps. Do companies pay for that because it saves them so much money? Or do you have to, is it like prevention and you have to
It's 50-50 right now in my organization. 50% of the time our clients pay for it because people see the value in it. But 50% of the time we doing it first and showing it, hey, this works, why don't you try it out? As I said, technology is a little slow. People say, oh, but this is such a serious information, how can you gamify it? It will make it trivial. So I still face those questions.
Yeah, can I imagine.
Thanks.
Do you get time to test your games of the users before you deploy them?
My deployment is the testing. Because so we do play it ourselves, but so far my games have hit about the last 2 years, about 2 lakh game plays have happened in organization alone, and I'm still not 100% there. So yeah, so we get to hear from people, and we know, for example, we have created these templates, and we told everybody that pick any template you want with the trainers, and you can play a game, and we know which templates are picking up more than the others. They go for the simpler ones. I have, because it's my love for games, so I have some of these. This like the German game, you say it is leveled games, 4 levels of games, gamification and all that. Nobody wants that. They just want something they can quickly play in a class, engage the classroom, engage a cohort in that. So we know that's the kind of games that work in my organization right now. Yes.
Do you ever evaluate after they've played the games and for training? Have they reached the outcome that is expected of them? And whether there are issues, with you missing out on people who haven't managed to reach that level, and because of the AI, there may be a lot of loopholes.
There are measures at the end of our training, as in at the end of training, end of on the job training, etc. They are measured on quality parameters, like they have to start taking calls. So there are certain targets that we have to hit, like they have to hit a 65% while they are in while in the OJT, and they have to hit about a 90%. When they don't hit, we know that something is wrong, that the training has not been good. So that comes back, dovetails back to us. It happens in some cases. In a lot of cases, when we have done digitization, when we have redesigned it, we have actually found either they are on par with the traditional, or they've actually gone beyond. In the AI coach also, we see that when the pilot, at least, we just finished the pilot and we are now going in the pilot, we saw that the players who were ready almost 2-3 days ahead of when they were supposed to be ready to take on par with what a seasoned agent is able to do. So these are very the kind of data that is generated is a lot. So we do have evaluation. We don't do proper specific learning evaluation, but performance, on the job performance is the measure of it. Okay. Sorry. I did not drop anything so far. Yes. Another one. Sorry, somebody. Okay.
That's yes.
Thank you so much, Priya, for that wonderful presentation. I think AI plays a very important role in gaming, and you talked about rapid development through AI. On the same theme, I'll be welcoming the next speaker for today, that is Oliver Hawk, who's come all the way from the Netherlands, Game Tailors, and he's going to be talking about rapid development again, but a different take on it. Welcome, Oliver.